Greetings, this is M squared, and we are going to write some equations of lines. We're going to use a graph to help us. There's an algebraic way to do this, which is in a different tutorial, but in this particular one we're going to use a graph. We need to keep in mind we are trying to get the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. That's the only one we're doing, the only form we'll be doing in this lesson, because this is for Algebra 1. So, I have a point and a slope given to me. Those are the two things you need to write an equation of a line. So since we're not doing it algebraically, we're going to first graph the point. So I'm going to go over -2 and up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, once I have that point of my line, I'm going to use the slope to graph some more points of the line. Because remember, I need it in slope-intercept form. I already have part of my answer. I know my answer is going to look like that, and then right here it's going to be plus b, but I just don't know what b is. So I want to use my slope to find out where it crosses this y-axis. So I'm going to go down 4, because my slope is -4 over 1. Remember that the slope, the top of the slope, tells you how much to go up or down, and the bottom tells you about left and right. And so since the top of my slope is 4 and the bottom is 1, I go down 4, right 1. I'm going to do that again. Down 4, right 1, and right there is my y-intercept, and that's at 1, 2, 3. And once I find my y-intercept, I simply come over here and put a -3 down, and that is the equation of the line. Now, it seems really a lot easier than the algebraic way, but it doesn't always work, because sometimes your y-intercept might be like 3.5 or 4 1/3. So sometimes when you have a y-intercept that's not an integer, you need to use the algebraic way. So let's try this one. We have 10, -4. So the first thing we do is graph a point, and then the next thing we do is use our slope. So it's -2 over 4, and remember, I can either put the negative in the top or the negative in the bottom. If I put it in the top, that means I go down. If I put it in the bottom, I go left. So I would either go down and right or up and left. Well, you notice that if I go down and right, I'm not getting anywhere closer to my y-axis, and my goal is to find the y-intercept, because I already know this much of my answer, but I need to find that plus b. So I'm going to choose to go up 2 and left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 2 more, and left 5, and I find that my y-intercept is 0. And so I don't have to put plus 0, because plus 0 is just whatever you get there. -2/5 x plus 0 is just -2/5 x. So that's my answer. Okay, on to this one. When I have an undefined slope, remember, undefined slope means you have a vertical line. So I graph this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I know that if it's a vertical line, that it's just going to go like this. Now notice, this line doesn't intercept the y-axis. So it has no y-intercept. And hopefully you remember that when you have a line that's undefined, those lines only have x in them. They don't have any y's. And if they only have x, you need to find what x is on this line. Well, we know it's 6 because we're over 6 here, we're over 6 here, we're over 6 here. So we just write down x equals 6. And that is our equation for a line that's undefined that goes through 6, -7. Okay, the last one, we're going to graph the point first. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 6, 8. And our slope is 1/2. So we could go up 1 over 2, but remember, we're trying to get to the y-axis, because we know it's y equals 1/2 x plus or minus something. So we're going to go down 1 and left 2. And down 1 and left 2 is the same thing as up 1 and right 2. And we just found it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We add 5 to our equation. So that is how you write equations of line in slope-intercept form if you're given a point and a slope, and you use the graph to help you. Good luck. I'm squared, signing out.